Next is Matteo Chiorino. Matteo Chiorino is CEO of Chiorino SPA. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Matteo Chiorino, and thank you very much for the chance to introduce our group today. First of all, I will not start with a video because light belting is a little bit less known than traveling or a luxury yacht. So I will try to introduce a little bit what is Chiorino and our products. First of all, Chiorino is almost 120 years company, founded in 1906 in Biella as a leather company and a tannery. And we have been able to manage the company to become a reference provider of a conveyor belting solution. In other words, our core business is producing, selling and distributing process conveyor belt. The lighting belting sector is our vision of the world is quite simple. First of all, we think that the world will go towards a positive evolution of a digitalized, automated, and sustainable and ethical world of production and processing. As a lighting belting company, we serve production and processing, official equipment manufacturing, and industrial end user. The main point and the main characteristic of our sector is that is perfectly positioned towards a number of macro trends that will drive the growth and of which the sector will benefit. And this, I think, it is one of the main points to understand our company and our sector. First of all, there is a macro trend that is clear that is supporting and will support the growth of our sector and our company. Is automation. The world and the environment of production is totally changing. Robotics, automation, IT, Industry 4.0 are impacting the world of production. This means having more complex and more expensive and more process conveyor belt. The second trend that is affecting positively our world is sustainability. The attention of the industries to decrease the energy towards the energy saving policies, to decrease the wastage into the production. For example, to optimize the cost of ownership, like reduction of the water consumption, or for example, also the booming of the recycling industries, are all trends that are impacting positively in the lighting belting sector. Another trend that is really benefiting and is a stronghold of Chiorino Group is the raising hygiene and safety requirements. Food goes in direct contact with conveyor belt. So the company that are able to provide solution and value-added solution in this application are a company that are solving motion and conveyance product through all the value chain in the food. Finally, and after I will leave you to the video that could summarize this concept. There has been the booming of the intralogistics sector, Amazon, FedEx, and also in our industries. The intralogistics is an industry that has totally changed the world of production and distribution and of logistics. This means more conveyor belt. So in order to summarize this concept, I will leave you to the introduction video of the company and of the sector.
From the entire food chain up to the supermarket shelves, from airports to logistics centres, belting is key for millions of industries around the world. As a mission-critical component, belting contributes to the continuous transformation of production lines and plants into smart factories in a context where automation and robotics are heavily revolutionising industrial processes. Our belting solutions are engineered to drive this rapid change forward thanks to a continuous research and development on raw materials, chemical combinations and state-of-the-art technologies. Chiorino's total quality-oriented approach is key to manufacture unique product systems, tailored to each customer's requirements. Thanks to a close customer proximity all over the world, we are able to offer high added value solutions tailored to specific customer requirements, quick deliveries, and a qualified 24/7 technical support and service. We are your local partner on a global scale. At all times, in all we do, we are inspired by sustainable and ethical values. We are strongly committed to respect natural resources and the environment. From over 1 century, innovation, quality, customer proximity and responsibility are the values that drive us towards the world of tomorrow. This is our mission. This is our passion for belting.
So belting is a niche market, is at the base of all the production and industrial process, or almost many of them. And the reason why my family is not selling the business, notwithstanding, and thanks also to Tamburi that has helped us not to sell the company during this year, there are a lot of private equity, financial investor or industrial companies that are knocking at the door in order to enter in this niche market. I will try to explain why we are still very positive about the present and the future of our company. So, to outline some of the key investment highlights of Chiorino. I will deep dive just in the first 4 point because a matter of timing. But first of all, what is Chiorino? Last year, our total sales were 176 million euro, with a margin of 25-26%, 45 million, with a 3-year compounded average growth rate of 18% of EBITDA, totally organic, mostly organic, and with a cash conversion of 57%. The cash conversion is not very brilliant because we are investing a lot, and we see the investment are really driven to sustain our organic and not organic growth. How we have been able to achieve this result? First of all, we are very focusing our activity and our strategy on mission-critical product, process, and application. So we are a pure player provider in a niche market, and we think to be the top, the best in class in terms of growth and mainly in terms of profitability. Second, we are very focused on innovation and diversification. We are very diversified in terms of geography, in terms of product range, and we are very focused on innovation. For example, in 2022, we have, and we are very proud of this, it's just an example, we have been able to develop and start introducing into the market some belts with antimicrobial properties. Many other companies has tried and have tried to launch this solution. The solution really EU certified, so compliance with the EU rules that are stricter than the American one, USDA, are made by Chiorino. Third, of course, our history is there, our heritage, the value embedded in our history has continuity, commitment, and consistency of our product are there. And this drives to the market a clear confidence in what we do and where we are going. The other point of our result at the basis and as a building blocks of our strategy are, of course, acquisition. In 2017, we have been able, we have introduced Tamburi Investment Partners in our shareholder structure with a clear objective to be helped in kicking off the acquisition process. Since 2020, because it has required some preparation, we have been able to execute 4 acquisitions. Among these acquisitions, there is one that is Safari Belting System that has really a great potential, and we forecast a great success and satisfaction about this acquisition. Another point that is very interesting and that I will deep dive a little bit more is that between 70% and 75% of our sales are after sales market. So we provide first equipment to OEM, but thanks to the base installed of our product in all the different application and machine and conveying system, 70 or 70% of this application are driven by aftermarket. In any moment, people doesn't stop to it. They have to to package their product, they have to convey their product, they have to run their industrial process and to manage their production. This it means that in any case they have to use our product. So partially our request is driven by CapEx investment, 20-25%, but 3/4 of our sales are driven by the installed base in the market share. So a strong and qualified market share is a great asset for belting company. Today we have almost 20,000 active customers. So there is a clear differentiation among our customer and our customer base. We have a solid European footprint base. We have 20 companies, mainly in Europe, but we are present in all the 5 continents, included Australia and Africa. And we think that the platform, the competence, the know-how that we have developed in Europe is the perfect base and platform to scale up worldwide. This year, for example, is a year for industrial company that is quite tough and quite challenging. The growth that is driven by our American companies that has been the target of our recent investment is sustaining our performances and sales. We have a robust ESG agenda, both internally and both in terms of value proposition. So we are designing our product in order also to help our customer to satisfy their needs in terms of ESG. For example, to design a transmission belt that helps the customer to save energy, something that helps them to achieve their target in terms of sustainability. Finally, we think that we have a unique management model because we are almost 1,100 people, and we have 20 companies. So the average is 30-40 employees, excluding the quarter where we are 300 people for each company. Each company is managed not just by a general manager or a chief executive officer, but by somebody that has a different mindset, entrepreneurial mindset. They feel the company as it is their company. This is at the base of our result and the fact that in the last years we have been able clearly to outperform the market and our main competitor results. So a lot of things I will try to go very, very fast. So first of all, I was saying sales by customer, 1/3 to OEM, 1/3 to end user, 1/3 to distribution. Sales by end market. We sell to a number of vertical industries that is very interesting. Our stronghold is food, and for many industrial group, Chiorino could be a potentially a trophy asset because of his market share in food. But we are also present in packaging, conveyor manufacturing, corrugated paper and printing, raw material, plastic and rubber, and of course material handling, etc. Sales by product. Of course, we have an articulated and technical, very technical product range from a conveyor and process belt to modular belting that is the fast-growing part of the market in which, and we have acquired a company for this reason. Flat transmission belt, coating plating, timing belts, etc., etc. But the sense and the meaning of this slide is another. The mission-critical function of our product. Very simply, the incidence of our product within a system or a machine is less than 1%. But it affects significantly the function and the efficiency of the machine itself. In the case of downtown, the cost outcome 5-10 times the value of the product just for 1 hour downtime. There is another point that 60% of our sales have a content of tailor-made. So they are co-designed or tailored for the customer itself. So switching costs are quite challenging, and usually not just for Chiorino but also for other company. the attitude of our customer is risk-free. They don't like to change the supplier. So this is a great asset in terms of market share, but it is also a big challenge because we have always to convince additional customer to change from a competitor of us to Chiorino. Finally, of course, branding and customer relationship are something that are very important because to stay close to the market in terms of services, it helps you also to understand where the market is going, the needs of the customer, and to be there in order to be the first to innovate, to change, and to be proactive into the market. So, as I said, I think the main content of this slide is another. The consumable nature of our product. For example, for food, our product have an average life less than 1 year, usually from 3 to 6 months, because they go in direct contact with food. So because of hygiene and safety requirements, they should be changed. For material handling, industrial, paper and printing, there are 1 to 2 years averagely the belt life lasts. So this it means that also, as I mentioned before, when there are economic downturns, the company is able to perform and to keep its sales in a quite forecastable way. It means also that being innovative, and our challenge is keeping and strengthening our market share and to increase and to growth faster than the market, thanks to our strategy, to our innovation, to our ability to deliver to the market tier 1 solution and services. Last point about our equity story for today, as I said, acquisition is key. Our sales are concentrated in Europe, but we have a clear strategy in order. We want to become a global player in a niche market. So it means that we should increase our market share worldwide. So geographic expansion is the driver for acquisition. For example, we have recently bought a company in Turkey just some months ago. We have acquired the Safari belting system in 2021, and the turnover from $10 million went to $20 million almost. So with some synergies and with clear ideas how to go to the market. Another driver for acquisition is expanding selectively our product portfolio. In that case, we have, for example, acquired Kruse that are coating plate. It's a coating plating distributor. So it has helped us to penetrate more the printing industries and to make synergies with our product. Finally, of course, the increasing penetration of the existing end markets is something that could drive our market. What we look for is always to have as much as we can direct access to customer. We are very, very attentive to generate synergies, and our background is there, driven not by quantities but by profitability. And I hope within the year we will be able to finalize another little acquisition in the market. Okay, touch wood. Finally, some metrics. We are growing. Also during the COVID period, we have been resilient, and our margin was the same. After 10 to 12 years, this year, okay, we have been a little bit too much conservative. We will grow in sales, or at least, so this is a little bit not very optimistic. And our EBITDA will be the same. We will decrease a little bit. For some reason, one is the economic downturn. The second has a beta. We are embedded some growing cost. Our competition has cut the cost during this year. Chiorino has heavily invested in personnel in America, and it is a base for the future growth. Consideration for the future. We are really committed to list the company for a number of reasons, to support our growth, to step up in the size of our acquisition, because our ambition is to become a global leader in our sector, and we want to strengthen, or we aim to strengthen our competitive advantage. Also, being listed, it gives you more visibility, and this means to be able to attract more talent and also to acquire intangible assets in order to execute superior strategy in the future. Thank you very much.